Hello, I'm James Foxall, President and CEO of Tigerpaw Software. Excited to be here introducing another video in our series to help you run a better business and sleep better at night. This is an exciting one because it's a brand new feature that I bet most of you don't even know we built, and that is auto invoicing for service orders. So now imagine on a service order screen, there's a new checkbox that says ready for invoicing. And when a service ticket is ready to be invoiced, all you've got to do is check that box and forget about it. On the back end, on a schedule that you'll predefine once and leave it alone, it can be every half hour, every 4 hours, once a day, however you'd like it to do. Tigerpaw will go and look at those service orders. It works hand in hand with EasyBill to automatically convert time into billable time and generate the invoice. It will also then email the client the invoice if you choose using the email template of your choice. So the cool thing is you set this up once and then you don't have to worry about it. So there's no more having to manually create an invoice every time you want to invoice a ticket. And one of the really cool things that comes out of this is we preach to everybody that they should be sending out $0 invoices. And a $0 invoice is simply if I do work for a ticket and I log the time and it's against a contract, the client's probably paying me a monthly amount for the contract. So I'm not going to bill them for the time. But what I'd like to do is certainly show an invoice with a $0. In other words, this was worth $200 an hour for me to do this work, but it didn't cost you anything because you pay for your monthly contract. And those of you that are doing it right now, it can be pretty tedious to generate these manual invoices for your $0 contracts. Many others of you aren't doing it at all because you don't want to do the work. Now you don't have to worry about it. All you got to do is check the box. Tigerpaw will go ahead and generate those $0 invoices and automatically send them out to your clients. So it's a huge time saver. It's one of multiple pieces of automation we put in this latest release. You definitely want to download and install. And we've got more surprises coming in automation. So thank you for joining us today. I'm excited for Tony to share this feature with you. And again, it just shows our commitment to helping you run a better business and sleep better at night. And as always, we know you have a choice, and we thank you for choosing Tigerpaw as your partner.
Thank you, James. Invoicing service orders is a critical step in keeping your cash flow up, inventory counts accurate, and in determining profitability of your service contracts. Tigerpaw makes this very easy. In this video, we will discuss setting schedules to automatically invoice service orders. To get started, let's head over to Tigerpaw. As with other automation features within Tigerpaw, setting up automatic service order invoicing is performed within the automation agent. I will click Tools from the menu bar, then Options. The Options window appears. From here, I will click Automation Agent and the Automation Agent window appears. From the Feature drop-down, I will select Auto Invoicing. I will ensure this feature is activated by placing a check in the Enable Auto Invoicing field, which activates the auto invoicing options. I can then choose if I want Tigerpaw to automatically close orders that are not already closed and ensure scheduling tasks are completed at the time of invoicing. I can choose a rep in Tigerpaw to send the invoices within the Invoicing Rep dropdown. I will choose my unlicensed accounting department rep from this dropdown. This way, if a customer replies to an invoice sent using this feature, it will go directly to my accounting team. I can then choose to automatically email the invoice a set number of days after creation. I will choose 1. I will choose the email template Tigerpaw will use to send the invoice and review the invoice report set within my timer service settings here. I can now set the schedule for when Tigerpaw will look for service orders that need invoices created. On the bottom of this window, I will click the Add Schedule icon. This opens the Add Recurring Schedule for Auto Invoicing window. I will name this schedule Invoicing Check-Morning, and then enter Look for and invoice SOs ready to invoice every morning in the description field. I will set the reoccurring schedule to run daily and select every weekday. In the Start-Stop section, I will keep today's date set and choose 9 a.m. in the Start field. I can specify if I want no end date, if I want it to end after several occurrences, or if I want it to have a specific end date. I will leave this set to no end date and click OK. My schedule will be saved, and the automation is set to begin. My technician has allocated parts, tracked their time, and closed a service order. Now it's time to create an invoice. Let's head over to that service order. To begin, I will review the items used and time logged for this order by clicking Parts and Labor from the Summary section of the order. This opens the Parts and Labor Used on Service Order window. Here I will verify the items. I will want to verify the item descriptions, pricing, and quantity. If any of these items need to be adjusted, I can do so by double-clicking on the item. This opens the Parts and Labor Item Detail window. I do not need to change anything here, so I will click OK to return to the Parts and Labor Used window. Before moving on, I will verify that the filled column here matches the quantity column. If it does, I'm good to move forward. If it doesn't, I will need to either click the Fill Selected Item icon or the Fill All Unserialized Items icon to assign inventory. Next, I will review the time logs created by my technician. This is done in the Time Log section of this window. If everything looks correct, I can click the Create Labor Items using Easy Bill icon to convert all time logs to labor items. If a contract is on this service order, it will determine if the labor is covered or not automatically and allow me to review what it will do in the Easy Bill for Service Order window. Clicking OK will add the labor items to the Parts and Labor Used on Service Order window. After one last review of the parts and labor, this service order is ready to invoice. I can simply place a check within the Ready to Auto Invoice field on the Detail tab. The automation agent will take care of the rest tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And that's all there is to automatically invoicing service orders in Tigerpaw. In this video, you learned how to set up and leverage Tigerpaw's automatic service order invoicing functionality. Invoicing service orders has never been easier. Additionally, we recommend you invoice every service order, even if it's covered under a contract, to ensure that all your costs, both parts and labor, track against the contract's profitability. And now it's as simple to do as checking a box.